Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Their front court is Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. And for the Mavericks, the 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Thomas is out there with Russell. And it's Flagg in at the small forward position. You know, Doris, one of the fun things about the first weeks of the season, fans getting to know the new faces on their team.
Oh, Kevin, there's so much talent across the league, but if you are adding new talent, you wonder a couple things. How do they fit? How special can they be? Fans just can't wait for tip-off.
Now, here's Thomas. And Davis throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis boosts his whole team with that explosiveness.
Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Wow, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
On 2K Sports. And tonight we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Dallas Mavericks here at their home, American Airlines Center. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering us courtside. Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. In it forward, it's Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram, and it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Russell. Davis with a screen on Ingram. 5 to shoot. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Still extremely early on, Grant. But talk about when coaches can tell if they've got it or not.
Well, unless you're a defending champion, a few games won't tell you much. What coaches are looking at now is how the players gel together and if they can produce consistent results.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Davis finds Lively. Back to Davis. Pulls it from the corner, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
To the inside, here's Pirtle, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Yeah, Pirtle has a beautiful touch around that rim.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat.
I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Barnes after Dallas' three-pointer on the other end. Shoots over Davis. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Thomas. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Sinks the tray. Flag's got 6 points.
Yeah, and this young kid Flag has so much confidence in his scoring ability, and that makes him dangerous off the catch.
Russell against Quickly, and the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, you see all of that athleticism right there by Ingram. He can be such a force when he catches it that deep.
Back to Russell. Pass to Flag. Now Russell, guarded by Quickly. Russell, that's good.
The aggressive move by Russell. He's got the deep bag of tricks. So tough to stop.
You know, Tim, both of Jakob Poeltl's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, BA, in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Pass to Thomas. With the fadeaway. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
I mean, just hitting all their shots early. What an offensive game plan. It must be the coaching.
Quickly finds Barrett. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, R.J. Barrett right there playing with an edge. I want to see more of that from him.
Russell deciding where to go with it. The shot. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. 6-point game. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It was just a challenging game for them. They executed well, but just not well enough to put themselves over the top.
And you know, when I watched that game back, I thought they actually did play well. The other team just played better.
Here's Lively. After the basket by Toronto. Over Poeltl. Lively's shot is off. Raptors trail by 4. Outside Barrett. Now Quickly. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Clock at 6. The 3, Barrett. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, I'm told the Mavericks will be without the services of All-Star Kyrie Irving to begin this season, but many felt they did very well to secure D'Angelo Russell on a team-friendly deal as a stopgap at the point guard position. His shot creation is a very, very good fit for this roster.
More than capable. Shams, appreciate the report. First free throw is good.
And there is an undeniable swagger to Russell's game. He plays with a ton of confidence and knows what he can do out there.
And both free throws good for Russell.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Quickly. Poeltl with the ball. Now Ingram. The 3 is up. Lively grabs the miss. Here's Thomas. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Ingram. 10 points in his last outing. Down low. Poeltl, the pass to Quickly. Now Ingram. And here's Poeltl. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Russell against Quickly. Russell, that's good. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quickly passes to Barrett. Pass to Barnes. Hurdle with a screen on Davis. The three from Barnes. And the rebound goes to Dallas. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
They split the 2 games they played last year. Both teams really struggled to find wins throughout the season.
Well, both teams struggled to be competitive overall last year, but at least their season series was.
Davis misses. Raptors trail by 8. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And here's Ingram from the arc. And it's Thomas with the rebound. The Mavericks have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Russell, 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
To the middle. Here's Barrett. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And since arriving in Toronto, his hometown, R.J. Barrett has seen his game take a step forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And in particular, his playmaking has gone to another level. If he could ever get his shot right, then he really will be off and running.
The free throw drops for Barrett. The 3rd pick in the 2019 draft, R.J. Barrett has that ideal build for an NBA wing legs.
Well, B.A., he definitely has that. 6'6", strong, athletic. Well, what's the biggest key for R.J. going forward? It's consistency with his shooting, which can complement his ability to create off the dribble. When you look at the development of R.J. Barrett, he has really developed into a reliable scorer.
From about 19, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. Thomas has got 6 points. Raptors trail by 11. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And in recent years, Legs, we're seeing a lot of young teams having success. Also, depth playing big dividends. What's changed?
Well, I think with today's up-tempo style, more players have to cover more ground. It just makes sense that younger, deeper teams are better equipped to handle all that wear and tear.
Young players seem to be more welcome, too, in the NBA culture.
No doubt. They're going to get an opportunity sooner.
Second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. 4th, Toronto.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor, always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
It's Barnes on the wing. He's guarded by Washington, and that one's good.
Well, Barnes plays with a real edge. It allows him to get in there and mix it up with the big boys.
Thomas passes to Powell. Outside Russell. Over quickly. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Russell's got 10 points in the game.
building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Now here's Ingram. Outside Barrett. 6 to shoot. Hurdle with a screen on Thomas. Back to Ingram. Over Thompson. The shot by Ingram, no good.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Pass to Washington. Yes, it's good. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team. But things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Brian?
Winning cures all. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Thomas. 6 points for him. Knocks down the triple.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Got a hand on it. Russell against Quickly. Outside Russell. To the inside. Here's Thomas. Rebound by the Raptors. 1:52 left in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Christie's checked in. That one misses for Pirtle. And they say you never want to get stuck in the middle. But the Raptors are in the middle, Tim. What's the plan?
Well, B.A., they're still very young, and they do have some playoff potential. I think making the trade for Brandon Ingram tells you what you need to know. They wanted to be aggressive because the East feels wide open.
Russell, that's good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Dick. Fires from the line, and out of bounds. The Mavericks will take it. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Mavericks.
We see a lot more three-point shots above the break in the modern game, but they're foregoing it, focusing on finding their shots closer in.
Toronto making a switch here. Mamukelashvili's checked in. The Mavericks lead by 15. Outside Christie. And here's Thompson for three. They grab their own miss. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Dwight Howard. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And Tim, last night, Dallas with a 1.8% chance to win the lottery. But it happened.
Incredibly, it ends up with the arrival of Cooper Flagg, which appeases a Mavs fan base that was just about in open revolt. So there's hope both now and in the future.
Nembhard, he's checked in for Dallas. And so Powell nails them both. And you heard that the Raptors were looking to be aggressive this summer, Tim. Why now?
Well, they're trying to replicate what they accomplished when they acquired Kawhi Leonard, which led to a title in 2019. So this is a front office not afraid to shake things up.
Here's Shed. What a terrific move that is.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Now here's Nembhard. The three from Washington. Lobo with the rebound.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Walter. He's scoreless. Pass to Shed. Inside. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. Toronto shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. And the technical free throw is good. "12 seconds left in the first. Mamukelashvili, and out of bounds. Dallas will have it. Eight seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The drive by Nembhard. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And so it's D'Angelo Russell making things happen for Dallas. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. They've got Walter, and it's Dick in at the 3 slot. Pass to Powell. Out to the wing. Now Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 16. That one is off. Raptors trail by 16. Now Grady Dick. Pass to Walter. Here's Shed. Shoots over Nembhard. Christie with a rebound. The Mavericks lead by 16. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Nembhard outside. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Now here's Thompson. Shoots over Walter. Off the left rim and out.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot. And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Well, it's the biggest reason they have the lead right now. They have just been flat out the more physical team. Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Here's Shed. Down low. It's stolen by Washington. To the paint. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And so here is Toronto after the basket by Dallas. Pass to Shed. takes it in. Count that one. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Nembhard with it. Pass to Powell. Another one falls for Dallas.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here. Gafford's checked in. Toronto also changed it up. Scotty Barnes checked in for Mobo. Ingram comes in for Walter. And Emmanuel quickly subbed in for Shed. Here's Dick. Pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes really gets off the ground. He is just an effortless athlete.
A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Greg.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Ingram on the wing. Here's Dick. That three's off the mark. The Mavericks lead by 18. Here's Nembhard. Unable to get that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Quickly. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, pass to Barnes. From 8 feet. And no good, trying to use the glass. The Mavericks have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Nembhard, the pass to Christie. And here's Washington. And here's Gafford. Yet to see a basket. Here's Christie. And the layup falls. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
Now here's Ingram. Outside Barnes. Back to Ingram. Toronto passing it around. Washington against Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
And that one good. Nembhard's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for Toronto. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Barnes feeling it out a bit. And Gafford with the block.
And if they want to come up with a win here, he either needs to start making shots or find another way to help his team.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Here's Quickly after the basket by Dallas. Outside Dick. Quickly outside. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Offline with a three.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Washington outside. Here's Christie. Off target with the three. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Ingram finds quickly. Here's Mamukelashvili. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3. Here's Nembhard. He's got 6. To the left wing. Pass to Christie. Over Dick. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Inside. Shot is good by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Pass to Washington. Now Christie. Washington a screen. Nice shot by Christie.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those. Switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Dick. No good from outside. The Mavericks lead by 22. Now Nembhard. Just 5 to shoot. Washington finds Nembhard. No good on the triple. And for the Raptors, they're shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Outside Ingram. From deep. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Nembhard, the pass to Christie. Hits the trifecta. Christie's got 7 now in this quarter.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
And Legs, you look at this Mavericks roster, tremendous size up front.
Yeah, Brian, they've got great physicality up front, and that's what the league is allowing these days. So they've got the personnel to play some bully ball.
Now here's Nembhard. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Basket counts.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Toronto's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. And they get it. Kicks it out to Barnes. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. Very unfortunate. And the coach is going to have something to say about that.
A big group substitution here for Dallas. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Davis comes in for Washington. Flags checked in for Thompson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Nembhard. Toronto also changing it up. Jakob Poeltl comes in for Mahmoud Kelishvili. And it's R.J. Barrett in for Dick. And for Toronto, they're shooting just 37% in the game. Poeltl with a screen on Russell. It's Barnes on the wing. Here's the three. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Tim, with his agility and that 7'3" wingspan, Scotty Barnes can guard virtually anyone.
Well, because he's got the combination, Brian, of lateral quickness and physicality. He is great at the point of attack and fighting through screens. Just a top-shelf defender.
And he's good on the first of 3. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
And he nails the third.
And that's a good sign. He's getting himself to the line. I really like that here in the second quarter.
Pass the flag. Three-pointer. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Ingram. Back to quickly. Tries to break his ice. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Think about the Raptors last season trading for Brandon Ingram, signing him to a 3-year, $120 million extension, Tim.
And B.A., I think that tells you all you need to know. That's a sign they're retooling rather than rebuilding. Not long after trading away Siakam and Anunoby and letting Van Vliet walk, they are back in buyer's mode.
Trying to get back to their championship form of 2019.
Top-tier organization trying to stay competitive. And honestly, the one thing that's held Brandon Ingram back is health. And at this stage of his career, if he is able to play, he is going to be a huge factor.
He's perfect from the line this time. And going back to high school in North Carolina, 4 state championships for Brandon Ingram, Tim.
Yeah, Brian, he made a name for himself early as the #2 pick in 2016. He was an all-star and then most improved in 2020. The question is, can he get back to winning at the highest level?
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
A minute 35 left in the second. Outside Barnes. Back to Quickly. And the Raptors miss again.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, if I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision. I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. Guys?
He can do both. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Russell, coming off a 16-point game against Washington.
And he really cashed in at the line. The big chunk of his points came from free throws.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Pass to Barrett. 35 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Fires in the triple. Quickly's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And here's Thomas, covered by Ingram. Fades. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Thomas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Here's Ingram. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with an almost surefire victory here, up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Dallas Mavericks.
Their second unit's been outstanding. Even with the starters on the bench, this team didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, tonight everybody was ready to go. And looking ahead, here's what's to come later on tonight in the NBA. Over at Little Caesars Arena, the Pistons will face off against the Celtics. That's a 3:30 p.m. tip-off Eastern Time.
I'm looking for a possible upset in that one.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Here's Thomas. A pair of first overall picks in the front court, Flagg and Davis. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Thomas in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Russell. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there. I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Here's Russell. To the middle. And Davis gets double teamed. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from 3-point range. Dallas has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. To the inside. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. Pirtle with a screen on Thomas. To the middle. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Ingram. Pirtle's got 10 points in the game.
Well, among the many things he does well, that's one of Pirtle's major contributions. He's a great screen setter.
There's Davis with the 3. He buries it from 3.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now here's Barrett, quickly from outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Lively's got a rebound.